about?
It's pretty much about entertainment based. I don't really like to call people celebrities. I like to treat everyone as equal. So I really get down to like how this thing called entertainment entered your life. That's my first initial question. Like from your very first memory of how hip hop or entertainment entered your life. So that's pretty much it.
You said So Hollywood podcast?
So Hollywood, the podcast, yep.
Did you spell it T-H-E?
Yes, ma'am.
Deb, I'm going to do this. I'll see you later. I'm glad you ain't here. Bye, Deb. Nah, I wish you was here.
All right, I'm gonna start. Hey, what up, everybody? It's your girl Marquita, but they like to call me, you know what, Miss Hollywood, and you're tuned in to another lovely episode of So Hollywood, the podcast. Burn, 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 burn. As you guys know, I like to do a recap, and I also like to tell you guys a little bit about the podcast. This platform is built for just about everybody. If you work at McDonald's, you can come up here because you know why? It brings entertainment together. Everything is entertainment. Everybody is brought together by this thing called entertainment. And what I like to do is called a recap. I give you a little bit about what happened on the last episode and where you can find it, and then I like to go into my outline and so on and so forth. So last episode was episode 30. It was my new season. I started to drop new things on my Instagram page, So Hollywood the Podcast. I also had Raja Beats, aka High Def Raja. He is really, really dope. He is based out of Suffolk, Virginia. He used to work with Lex Luger. He has sliding down. He used to work with ASAP Ferg. He has a lot of things under his belt. And he also went to California recently to lock in some deals. And he has a well-known brand out in the Virginia Beach area. So yeah, on to my outline. My outline is normally 40 after. I like to do this thing called top 5. 45 after. I don't have an artist up here today. However, I normally do this thing called Sweet 16, where they do 16 bars freestyle, whether it's on a beat or not to a beat. And then 50 after is what I like to call wind down, where you give your shout outs, where to be found, social media information, so on and so forth. And I also like to ask this question to my guests. I do have a guest today, in which this is gonna blow you guys' mind because I never thought I would get here, but we here now, you know, started from the bottom, now we here. So it's, man, I'm really at a loss for words. To be 100%, I prepared for this and I prepared for this and I started making things and I'm like, you know what, they're gonna get the best out of me today because they just don't know how they've impacted, you know, this thing called hip hop or this thing called entertainment. But I like to ask this question to my guests, and I like to have them answer it at the end. So the question is, what bothers you about the industry? Why? And what would be your solution to fixing it? You don't answer right now. Just think about it. We're going to build up to the conversation, and we're going to have you answer it at the end of the show. And without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce my special guest today. This is the 31st episode, so most of my episodes come in 10, so it's season 3, episode 2. Episode 1. So it's the 31st episode, and I'm a bit nervous. I ain't even gonna front. I normally don't get nervous, but you know, I get anxiety when things like this happen. But you know, players fuck up, things happen. But without further ado, I want to introduce you guys to one of the creators. You are a creator of Hip Hop Uncovered, Mr. Bimmy. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Yo, I just want to say thank you for the gifts.
Oh,
Thank you.
no problem.
Thank you.
No problem. I always strive to go above and beyond for my guests, for just people in
So I
general.
was thinking about, I'm going to wear it. Because I would lose my masks, so I'm going to keep your mask.
I
And I'm
appreciate
going to wear it.
that.
I'm going to represent you.
Oh man, how are you doing today?
Man, I'm good, man. I mean, like, this is sad, sad couple of days
Yeah.
for me because,
Yes.
DMX,
Yeah.
that was like really like a brother to me. That was my guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we did records together, you know what I mean? LL Cool J and all that. And we had funny times together.
Yeah. So let's start off with a little, I guess, what do you call it? I can't even get my words together. A moment of silence
Yes.
for DMX. Yeah. God bless him and his
He's a king.
family.
He's a king. He's a man of his word. Like, he's one of the guys I met in the music industry.
Well, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that because you can fast walk for me.
Right.
So the first initial question that I have for you is, how did this thing called entertainment enter your life?
I mean, through poverty. Me not having shit. You know what I mean? And I just made a way. Like, I always wanted to be something.
Right.
I didn't know what I wanted to be. Matter of fact, I wanted to be a basketball player.
Mm-hmm.
And after I failed off my basketball team, and
Around what age?
I was in high school, 9th grade.
9th grade. Okay.
9th grade. You know what I mean? I stayed in 9th grade for like 4 years.
That's not funny.
No, it's not. It is funny.
It's-
I stayed in 9th grade for 4 years. That's fucked up. But what's fucked up about it is the school would keep sending, the little cards to my house. So the next homeroom is 902-4, something like that.
Right.
The following year, you're in 904-04. Like, I'm not going to
You're not moving up. You're
I'm
not
just going
moving
to
up.
the next hallway to the ninth, home classroom. You know what I mean? So that was more or less.
And this was in New York, because that's where you're originally
I'm really from New York.
Okay.
Andrew Jackson High School. You know what I mean? And then after I failed off the basketball team, I was kind of like took back, like, because I really had nothing. The basketball was what I had, and I get free sneakers. So I play basketball.
Right,
you know what I mean? So after I felt the team, it was over. So then that's why I went to the streets, and then and I started running, with different entertainers, and like running the MC, like LL Cool J. Like, people wasn't where they was at yet.
Right.
You know what I mean?
This was the build up before it was a LL Cool J.
Before it was a Def Jam.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
Before any of that even happened. You know what I'm saying? And I had to find my way into that. You know what I mean? Me being in studios and sleeping on floors and drinking old English with them. Yeah.
Gosh, so bad.
Yeah, I don't drink beer.
That's
What?
hard to take away now.
Yeah, but when you're wrong, you do it.
Right, facts. You know what? You're absolutely correct. So it kind of humbled you in a sense.
Yes.
To where it was like, okay, if I can do this now, who knows what I can do later on?
Yeah.
Because you might have to come back to that, you know, because a lot of people don't know how to come back to that humbleness. Like, you making millions of dollars and you could still be sleeping on the floor, a pallet.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, but it's still okay. Like,
Yes.
you're not gonna be like, oh no, I don't. That's not a $200 rug I'm sleeping on. You know, you're not that type of guy. From what I
But
witnessed.
it's funny you said that, because that was my beginning. I went back to that because I got, you probably got.
Yeah, I got a little note,
Yeah.
you know.
So I had to go back to that.
Yes.
But I was, I dabbed in it, but not professionally, not like knowing that I just love music.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I love basketball. That was my thing.
Right.
And I was hurt from me not being able to play no more.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I was embarrassed. You know what I mean? So I said, if I get money, these motherfuckers gonna love me. I ain't gonna worry about shit.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So turn the corner.
So after how long were you, I guess, on the fence when it came to the streets and the entertainment? Like, when did that start to progress?
Well, my man got killed in front of me. You know what I mean? I just got tired of, you know, different shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I was doing music, you know, like a lot of like local artists used to come to me and want me to, you know, fund them and, you know.
Kind of like A&R then
Yeah,
a little bit.
yeah. You know what I mean? But I really didn't know nothing about A&R yet until, you know, there was this guy named Trust. He had a studio in the basement. And I just put like mad artists together. We just making mad records. And I was coming with the ideas of the records. And I said, damn, I'm gonna do this shit. I like this shit. So I just stuck with it and just kept doing it. You know what I mean? But I also was hustling. You know what I mean?
So you had one foot in the streets and one foot in the industry.
But you know, like I always say, like later on, the music business, it requires your life.
Facts.
The streets requires your life.
Okay.
Anthony Mason, he was playing for the Knicks at the time.
You went to prison because someone told on you, correct?
Yeah, rapper chick. I was dealing with. You know,
never play where you lay.
so Holly, ow. Nah, you crazy. Nah, she now what happened was she you know, I was playing, like you're right, I was playing, and she got tired of my bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm New York, I'm selling drugs, my 100 miles, I'm doing,
you're that guy.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm light skinned, I got freckles, I'm look different than every nigga. I ain't dark skinned. Niggas like, yo, who that nigga? I'm riding around the flyest car, I dress fly.
And this is all by the age of what?
17, 18.
Okay.
19.
Okay.
Right? Salt and pepper.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And those my girls. We were close. And you know, they came out with a record, and it was on the radio. And she like, fuck Bimmy. I ain't fucking with him no more. So she started fucking with this dude from Brooklyn. And I see a red Benz parked in her driveway. Ooh. So she didn't know how to stash. I was like 5 houses from her house. So when I come through, I brought past the house and look. I'm like, all right. So I look, I seen the car there. I pulled up, I said, stop. I said, yo. I called the phone. I said, yo, where you at? She said, I'm in the house. I said, who car's in your driveway? Oh, it's my friend. I said, come outside. She come outside. So I said, yo, who car is that? She told me to do whatever. I said, where's he at? She said he's watching TV. So mind you, she ain't have but one TV in her crib, and this is her room. So I'm like, what this nigga doing in your room? I said, let me tell you something. I'm gonna go around the corner. That's when I was on my boat. She must have been petty. So I said, yeah. So I said, yo, I'm gonna go around the corner. When I come back around, have a nigga in your crib. You know what I'm saying? And she said to me, you gonna marry me? I said, come here. I'm petty now.
Right.
This is not me who I am now. Right. It's back then. I said, come here. And I spit in her face. Yeah, I was fucked up. What? So I spit in her I prayed on it.
Well, it's better than putting your hands on it.
Nah, I don't do that.
Right, okay.
So I spit in her face and said, yo, get the fuck out of my face. And I pulled off. So then she had a vendetta against me, and I always knew it. So one day she called me, she said, yo, my man wanna buy something. I said, buy what? I said, go make some records, man. What the fuck you told me someone to buy something? She kept calling my phone, blowing me up. So I go down there. What's up? So one nigga, he's in the kitchen, he's in a booth, like in the back, and the other nigga who I knew, I don't know him, but I see him in the area.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he started pouring out money, put on the table. You know, I'm hustling, I'm greedy.
Right.
The greed hit me. So I'm like, all right, come on. It was man, I said, that's not enough. It was man, so I pulling out stacks. I charged like 10,000 over. So I'm like, and they went for it. I'm like, oh, these niggas. All right, cool. So I said, yo, you ride with me. Your man stay. I went to the projects. I took the project to my, my chick house where my shoes at. So I took a whole joint out, put it in my hip, and I went back outside. But I'm not knowing the field team is following us. They following us. So I gave it to him. I said, you hold it. You know what I mean? We ride. We go back to her house, and I'm outside playing with some kids, and she come outside and said, yo, they want you upstairs. So I go upstairs. They got the shit bust open and everything. So I'm like, these niggas ain't right.
Yeah, nah.
I said, these niggas ain't right. So the dude asked me a question. Me and Mark Jackson used to coach the Golden Warriors. We were supposed to get a store together called Hip Hop Shop in Drake Avenue, sneakers and all that, right? So he asked me about that. So I'm like, how the fuck this nigga know about that? So I said, yo, go through him.
Right.
Yeah, I don't even know you, but he's the agent the whole time. I don't know he's the agent. He's wired up and everything. I don't know he's the agent. So I leave. I call my brother. I said, Joe, I just made a sale.
Is that that's your older brother?
My twin brother.
Wait, you're a twin?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were a twin.
Yeah, I'm boy A. He boy B.
Boy.
I gotta put that out there. I'm boy A.
So who's older?
Me, 5 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
Me about 5 minutes. You know what I mean? That's my family. So when I met them, I left, and my man told me, yo, you made a sale to the police. I came back. I said, how you know? He said, nigga, you all around here looking for you. So they called my phone.
That's when you...
No, I left.
Yeah.
Cause I lied to her. I lied to her. I told her, I said, cause I just want to fuck. You know what I mean? So when she ain't fucked me, she said, come back. She told me to come back. Then we, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I said, why we can't do it now? Cause I wasn't going to come back. I was planning on coming back. I just put this money for the weekend. You know what I mean? I'm ready to go. Let's do our thing. You know what I mean?
Right. So
that's my girl, man. You know. So she didn't give me nothing. She didn't give me nothing. She said, nigga, you want this? You come back. So when I went back, I found out I was on the run. I came back. I said, I'm back. You know what I mean? I'm back.
Right.
So when I came back, you know what I mean? You know, me and her got real close, you know what I mean? You know, I got close to our family, her mom, God bless her, her father, God bless him, you know what I mean? The whole family, you know what I mean? Our family is similar, you know, the Browns and the Antneys, we the same family, like we all got close. Like my mom was at the wedding, my sister, you know, they was at the wedding,
right,
you know what I'm saying? Right. That Bobby and Whitney wedding, you know what I'm saying? And when I got caught, I told Bobby, I called Bobby after they gave me the bail. I told Bobby, I said, yo, they gave me $2 million bail. I'm going upstairs. And B said, you be out tomorrow. What about it? You know what I mean? I said, nah, I got a bail service in here. You know what I mean? They got to know where that money come from.
Right, facts.
You know what I mean? So he understood that. You know what I mean? So I missed the wedding. My family went. But I got out. You know what I mean? The DA told the judge, you know, we need to count for that money. He good, you know what I mean? So they won't let me out and shit. You know what I mean?
Wow, that's a story in itself.
Yeah.
That you had Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown get yourself paid $2 million? You said $2 million.
Yeah.
That's a lump sum.
Yeah. But you know what? So Hollywood, it's like when I hear people talk down on people,
facts.
You know, no matter what faults or whatever, they're some good people.
Right.
Both of them.
Because everybody has a past.
Everybody.
But you might not know what that was at that point, but everybody has a past.
If you grew up in the hood, I don't
Facts.
care who you are, you got a past.
Yeah.
You got a past.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. Or you stayed in the house because you came outside, something happened.
Facts.
I don't care.
You seen something, you did something, you took something, you were involved.
You
some
did
way,
something you ain't
somehow.
supposed to do.
Right. Yeah. And then
You know
that
what I
made
mean?
you like, oh, well, if I can get away with this, maybe,
Yes.
you know, you push the envelope
Yes.
after that. And you like, okay, well, now I know how to move certain
Yes.
ways. And then you start to realize people that are around you that may be doing the same thing and have, you know, a different outlook, so to speak. Because that's when you have to have, not necessarily have your guard up, but have like, you have to look all around you.
But so how, let me tell you something. It's back then when parents, they knew children. Today, they don't know children.
No, they don't.
You know what I'm saying? So, when I was growing up, people next door, Miss Johnson, them tell her kids, don't hang with them boys.
Right.
They'll tell you, they'll pick your friends. They'll tell you, don't hang with them.
Big fact.
And it's right, because we gonna fuck that nigga life up.
Right.
He hang with us, he's into all type of shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So the parent is right. Today world, the kids just don't listen.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you a story. My brother was telling me one day with his girl and shit. Her little brother was joyriding with the next door neighbor, and the mother caught them. The mother told the brother and the fat guy to go in the house. Get out that car, go in the house. So they got out the car, you know. Her brother went in the crib, but the fat boy went back outside, got in the car. The police got on them, high speed chase, all of them died. All of them died. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that shows you, like, you got to listen to somebody.
You got to.
You know what I mean? That's why they got signs. Stop signs, yield, red, green, yellow. You know what I mean? It's signs. So when somebody tell you certain things, you got to listen to the signs. I pay attention to the signs.
Yeah, big facts. Because if you don't, and then that gut feeling that you have is 9 times out of 10 what it is. Like, it's no getting around it. If you got a, you know, something in your gut that says, nah, this ain't good, then, you know, just keep an eye out, at least. Like, know your surroundings.
I always had that gut, though.
Yeah.
Once something for me in the streets, I always had that gut that, you know, and I remember Barry Michael Cooper, he was first writing my story, and he did American Gangster.
Okay.
And he had said to me, he interviewed me, he said, yo, how do you survive? And my first words to him was, I was scared. And he was crazy, he went crazy. He said, nobody, street nigga ever was scared. Why wouldn't you be? Because you don't have that fear, then you're going to do whatever it takes and do what you do, and then you're out of here.
Right.
So you got to have fear for something. If you have that fear, then, you know, fuck it.
You're just going to go off the deep end at that point.
Yeah.
Like, you're aiming to either go to jail or under the ground.
Yeah. You know what I mean? If you don't have that fear for the game, because the game don't got no love for you. I don't give a fuck who you are. That game don't have no love. Two ways out, man.
Yeah. And you can be at the right place at the wrong time. You can. There's like so many aspects of looking at that. You're like, damn, like these streets is rough.
But you know, it's so much of the streets, but it's the universe. You know, I'm a firm believer in the universe. It's what you put in. You know what I mean? Whatever you put in the universe, believe me, you're gonna get it.
I'm an aura type of person. Like, I see like the light around you, and I'm like, I don't know if I fuck with that light right now. Like,
what's my light? Right now,
it's
my
like
light?
Yours is like a yellow, like a bright.
What that mean? What yellow?
I don't know exactly. Like, I'm literally just coming into all of these things. Like, the last couple of weeks or this last month, like, I came to realize, like, I'm not a kid anymore. I got a whole 8-year-old. I got a fiance. Like, I'm an adult. Like, I came to fruition, and I was just like, it was something about it, and I could feel something just lift off my body, like literally just lift off. And I keep telling my fiance, like, I speak so highly of him, and just speak highly of all the situations that I'm in, and I manifest. Like, when I speak, my tongue is very strong when it comes to speaking things into existence, and I'm coming to realize that as well. And so, if your aura wasn't right today, I don't know how our energy will work, so to speak. So that's what I look at. Like, I look at your action, but then again, like, your being, like, who you are as a person. Like I just look and analyze, and
I want you to tell me.
that.
I want you to tell me.
I don't know.
And I need So Hollywood back up there.
I know. I gotta find.
Yeah, I like that. That was
I appreciate that.
That green shit bugging me out. I'm thinking we in the grass or something.
I know, right? Oh,
there we go.
There you go.
You did it.
Yeah, I be doing a lot of things too.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see if I can get it.
There you go, right there.
Angie Martinez.
There you go, right there.
Uh-oh. Well, we all good.
Don't try to be too fancy. This
there
right
you
there.
go. Boom.
Right there. So Hollywood.
Literally within the last couple months, like, just realizing, like, things are more important than certain things, and letting go of the past and just, you know, working towards your future. So how was that for you when you transitioned from the streets? Because you're not in the streets anymore. Transitioned from the streets to the industry and like working with these people and giving them that push to move forward, if that makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense, because the transition wasn't hard, but it was an education for me, because, you know, I'm used to dealing with reality. I'm used to dealing with realness. When a guy looked me in my eyes, I know it's real. Like, yo, homie, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But I know everything was good. You know what I'm saying? In the industry, it's different.
Back in the day, a handshake would take you a long way.
A long way. Because I was always taught, all you got is your name.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And these guys don't, you know, it's like corporate to them. I can get rid of that name. I can start a new name. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want you for that name. I want you for that name that I met you. You know what I mean? I want you to be
bring
who
that,
I am.
Right.
Bring that name. Because when I'm coming, I'm who I am. I'm coming in honor. I'm respect. You know what I mean? I don't. All that other stuff was behind me. I don't. That's no way to live. I watched guys. I've been through it. It's been in my face.
Not to say you can't go back.
No, it's easy. But I'd rather not go back, because I know what it's going to cost me. You know what I mean? Because, and that's what most of these guys don't really pay attention to. Like, you sat in that seat and just said, my fiance and my 8-year-old. So therefore, that let me know you got something you're living for.
Yes.
See, a bunch of close brothers, friends, that I don't call my friends, call my brothers. Like, they look for me. They like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, they champion me. Like, you know what I mean? Throughout the years.
They cheering you on with your race. Your race is considered your journey.
That's right.
So they're in the background, you know, because you need that.
Definitely.
People think that it's like dick riding, so to speak. But that's not the case, because I need that pat on my back to let me know that I'm doing what I need to do to make this work. Because if I'm the only one saying it, sometimes you get in your head and you're like, oh shit, I don't know if I'm that good, you know. But if somebody was to say, that show you did the other day, it got me to thinking, or you
inspired
did,
me.
like something, anything. Like I put so many people on, and I don't want to dwell on it, because that's something that I wanted to leave in the past. But I put so many people on, but I never got that, hey, you know, let me help you with this.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you said that to me, right? Because it's something you need to know.
Right.
Our people was never gonna give you that. You feel me? Like, when my show came out, we knocked off Snowfall. We did better numbers, everything. You know what I mean? And you know who called me? Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal comes up in so many conversations.
Yo, a great man. You know what I'm saying? He first DM'd me. He don't have my number. He DM'd me. I don't know him. Like, you know, I know him now, but he DM'd me, and he's like, OG, that show's crazy, great. And like, he picked me up. Then he said, you in Atlanta? You come to Atlanta? Let's hang out. And then he sent me his number, and I hit him, and it didn't work. I said, so I DM'd him back. I said, yo, big fella, the number ain't right. And then he text me back and said, the number's right always for you, OG. It's always right. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And then we FaceTime each other. So now we're in the process of working on some business. You know what I'm saying?
He's always a business.
Yeah, always. And that's what I'm saying about, you know, our culture. When they say it's fucked up, like, we always like get sidetracked, like the Bill Cosbys, the Rodney Kings, and the R. Kellys, and you know, all those type of guys. They make us, you know, slaughter them. Right. You know what I mean? Like, we're just talking out there about, you know, the images I see of lynchings, the black man hanging, and you know, you got the guys looking up at the you know, the guy hanging. Right. Well, that's what we do with our people. Yes. You know what I'm saying? We hang them. Like when Bill Cosby was being, you know, wrongly convicted, right? We would talk about them with pills, and we would dog them out, right? And we were doing their job, right? And not realizing that we should be like let us put him in court for us.
Right.
Not y'all, because we already know what y'all doing.
Right.
You know, he's trying to do something big.
Right.
And y'all trying to just take him out and give us the backstory of what Bill Cosby was about.
Right.
But I grew up watching these shows with a black family supposed to be, what it was and all that. They don't want to show that image.
Nope.
They want to show us in prisons and they want to show us, you know, the grandmothers today is in club with the titties out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Big
the fat
fact.
ass. You know
Big fact.
I mean, you know,
No, it's cussing. You can cuss.
Yo, bitch going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Grandma was fucking 37. Yo, come on, dog.
Yeah.
She fucking a little 18-year-old little nigga.
Getting plastic surgery and all this
silly shit.
Yeah,
like, yo, be a grandmother. Chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
You can have your fun with an older nigga and just do y'all go in the room and bug out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You fucking with a little 19-year-old and he talking about you. Yo, I got old head over here. I'm tearing him up. She gonna give me some food.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I got that bill money.
And I got that bill. You know what I mean? Violating the lady.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that bothers me. Like yo, you fucking a generations up because these girls is never gonna learn.
Never.
You know what I mean? Any chick, I met this chick right one day, and she had no family. I said, you ain't got a grandmother. You ain't. She's I don't know. She's adopted, whatever. You know what I mean? Real pretty girl. But I said, I can't fuck with you. Because at the end of the day, I know you're going to fuck me around. Right. Because you didn't have that guidance. Right. I like women that's close to their grandmother. You know what I mean? That's close, because the grandmother's going to teach you some shit. You can't keep feeding them that. Right. You got to feed them in the stomach. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Today's world, they want to feed us between their legs. Nah. Right. Go in the kitchen and cook me something. Right. You know what I mean? Read this book. Let me see you. You know what I mean? I want that. Because we have something. I don't need no other nigga. I'm visiting the penitentiary looking at my son like, damn, dog, what happened? Yo, dad, the story. Yo, dad, nah, I did this already. But the mother, if she ain't nurturing them right, then it's crazy. Yeah.
And I have at first, at the beginning when I got pregnant and had my son, I was like, well, how am I gonna raise a black boy in this world right now? Because you know, I come from a two-parent household. My dad, he worked for GMC. My mom, she worked for Saturn. Because I'm from Detroit. And so, yeah. So music was always there. Yeah. Hip-hop, entertainment, all that. My dad, he played a huge role. My brother, he was a DJ. So I have a whole musical background. And it's just like, I can remember my mom listening to music in the cleaning up, you know, those type of memories, and a lot of people don't have that. Sending me off to my grandma for the summer, like I wish I could send my son off to my mom's house, but since this whole COVID thing, and you know, he doesn't have a lot of kids around, and it was just like, oh my God, I miss this so much.
You know what it is? You know what it is? What? So Hollywood, the mama's in the comedy club. You can't send that little nigga over there. She gonna beat you at the club. That's what's going on. Right. You know what I mean? Right. Like it's different today. It's very different. And I don't struggle with it. You know what I mean? I talk to people and I just try to figure it out. Like damn, you don't see how you living?
Facts.
Like
you don't have no guidance.
No guidance.
Social media is guiding you.
Oh my God.
Like you're being taught how to raise your child through social media. Somebody behind the screen that you can't even see their face.
Did you ever been catfished before?
Have I ever? Yes. And somebody took my pictures and tried to catfish somebody.
Wow. Yeah. This girl catfished me. Yeah, she fucked me up. Yo, this is a funny shit.
The okie doke.
What did I? I'm an older nigga. I don't put on the internet. Yo. She had a picture up on her shit. So I'm kicking it to her. We going, whoa. So I go to Long Island, right? And I'm in my Bentley, but I got a tire. I bust my rims, so I had a tire. What that's called?
Repair? A rim repair? Or like
no rim repair. It's
spare tire.
A pad?
Compressor?
A what?
The air compressor?
No, the tire. You take the rim off, put a fake tire.
Donut.
Oh, a donut.
I had a donut on it, right? So she calls me. I said, yo, what's up? Where you at? I said, I'm in Long Island. She said, I'm going to the train. Come to my house. I said, all right. I said, what's your address? I'm happy. I said, what's your dress? She give me her dress. I go with it, right? So me, I'm on point. So, I'm a street nigga. So I'm like, she said, she opened the door halfway and like, stuck her head out. Was like, park in the driveway. I said, nah. I'm gonna park by this fire hydrant. I gotta get this ticket. I don't know you, bitch. Oh, excuse me. I don't know you. I'm gonna park by this fire hydrant and we gonna call it a day. Right. So I ain't fucking get a ticket or nothing. I don't know this girl. I run out her crib. So it's my first time seeing her and all that. So I go to her crib. So she's up the steps now. She said, go sit in the living room. My mother's in there doing some sewing on the machine. I'm asking, how you doing, man? How you doing? So I sit in the living room, so I'm waiting for her. Yo, she came downstairs. I ain't never in my life seen some titties this big. Her titties was like this. I said, oh shit. What the fuck am I doing with them shit? Them shits is crazy. She didn't make them, she was born like that. I'm like, how you got some titties like that? I'm not a titty man. I'm an ass man. You said this
out loud to her?
No, I said it myself.
Okay. I was about to be like, damn.
So I'm sitting there, I'm thinking about, now how am I get out of here? Throughout the night, she made her way to me. I looked at her, I'm like, yo, you need to stop what you're doing. Yeah, I really want to say it to her, but I ain't say it. I'm looking at her, I shook her head, I'm looked at her like, giving her a look like, stop. Stop what you're doing. You know that ain't your picture. Right. It's on your Facebook. Right. Your titties is crazy. If a nigga like titties, then he'll love you. But bitch, I don't like titties. I like ass. So I'm looking at her like, yo, fuck me up. Right. Fuck me up, yo.
Oh my God.
Catfish. That's why the internet is a gift from the curse.
It is. Because you can use it and then it can use you.
That's right.
At the end of the day.
I like that.
Because as soon as you post something, it's just.
Oh, it's there. It's over.
There's no erasing it. It's in the cloud, so to speak. So, oh my goodness. But I want to talk about before we get into top 5. I do want to talk about the. I know you were not a part of Run DMC, but you kind of played your position, so to speak. How was that, and how important is it to play your position? Because a lot of people don't know how to step back and let that other person that has the talent work it to where they get us to the top, and then everybody can
get where they gotta go.
Right.
That's an L question, because that's defined my life. Mm-hmm. I always knew I played my position. Mm-hmm. If it was the Supreme Team, whatever I'm doing, at Def Jam, I knew how to sit back. If you got the master plan, you know what I mean? Most of these guys don't know how to be Indians. They always want to be chiefs.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I was an Indian at one point. Then I became the chief. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And to me, today's world is, a mastermind consists of a lot of minds. You know what I mean? Not one mind, a lot of minds. So we all is one. You know what I mean? So, with Run DMC, they have the lane, they have the way. Right. So I want to follow and learn. Right. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with me sitting there learning from what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I learned. I'm a good student. You know what I mean? Then I become a great teacher. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, yes, I know how to sit back and wait my turn. If your turn right now, I'm going to wait. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. But I'm not gonna hate. I'm not gonna be Indian. Right. I'm not gonna talk about you. I'm not. If you do something wrong, I'm gonna big you up. I'm none of that.
You're gonna post their stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna post their stuff.
You're gonna mention it, word of mouth. You're gonna be that not cheerleader, but you're gonna be.
No, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I'm gonna have their back.
Right.
I'm gonna have their back. This is what if I'm in the street. I'm gonna have your back.
Right.
That's how it goes. I was taught as a child. My uncles always taught me, my brothers and sisters. When you leave this house with somebody, make sure you come back with them. Mm-hmm. You never leave them. You know what I mean? So it's stuck with me through my whole life. Yeah. So if I'm part of you, I'm with you. Ain't nothing else. You ain't got to question my loyalty or my love, because I'm there. You know what I mean? I feel like a sucker. Something happened to you, and it didn't happen to me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I don't move like that. That's not me.
How big is like loyalty and respect to you?
That's everything in my life. Define my life, because even with DMX. You know what I mean? Like, I was loyal to him. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We wasn't together every day. We ain't, you know what I mean? It's just that whenever we meet or see each other, it's the love. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? The embrace, the talks. You know what I mean? The way he lived, the way I live. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So loyalty to me is everything in the world. You know what I'm saying? until it's broken.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when it's broken, everybody ain't gotta know why it broke.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just know I'm not dealing with that side. I'm not dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna move on. You know what I'm saying? And when you got the loyal people, because I think today's era, they gotta be reprogrammed. They gotta know what loyalty means.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I think loyalty starts in your household.
Facts.
You know what I mean? With your moms, your pops, your uncles, sisters, brothers. That loyalty starts.
Because if you coming home lying to them and you're gonna lie to anybody.
No, but see the difference is back then. I know you know. Back then, families was fighting.
Yeah.
Families was fighting.
Yeah.
Like my sister had a beef with your sister. You got 7 sisters, brothers, and all whatever. I got 8 brothers and all that. The whole house is fighting. Right. We all fighting. So we don't see Tracy throw a blow. We get back to the crib, be like, yo, Tracy, you're a fucking punk. We killing Tracy all week. You're a punk. You ain't throw a blow. You ain't do shit. Right. You know what I mean? So in that era, families was fighting. Yeah. Like if the bro out, yo, the mother's coming out, the father, everybody's thumping. Yeah. Everybody. Yeah. So everybody got each other's back. Yeah. So it comes from your household. So when you ain't got that grown up, that you
if you ain't got that household and that backing. Oh.
Yeah, I got you, so Hollywood.
Thank you.
Pull your own
troubles. Pull your own troubles. Yes. Anything
pull my
troubles,
Miss Hollywood.
We're troubles together.
Yeah.
I'm 83. I'm an 80s baby, so.
Oh, you know what it is.
Yeah.
You know what it is.
So I've seen a lot of things that I don't talk about because it's not for me to talk about. No. You know what I mean? It's just. It's
for you to teach. If you're gonna talk about it, talk about it. Somebody need to know it, learn it. Like me personally, I don't like because I feel like I'm bragging or I'm invisible. Right. The shit that happened. Right. And people don't get it. Right. Like, no, crazy. I hate that life. You know what I mean? I want to play basketball. I know I'll bust any one of them niggas' ass on the court.
Can you play? Can to this day?
Yeah, I can play. I can shoot. Hell yeah.
Let me find out.
I can't do my moves out. You know what I mean? Cause my body's slower. But
them bones ain't the same.
I coach like my guy Book Richardson. I coach in the Bronx, the Gauchos. You know, I'm assistant coach for the 8th grade team. Okay. And after we practice, our older team come in, like older guys that played in the NBA or played overseas. Yo, I watch these guys play when I'm down the court. It's like all their legs is the same. I'm like, that's how I look out there with these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like them niggas move funny, like like their knees don't bend or something. I'm like, wow. So I'm not even challenge you. You might just tear my ass up.
I don't know how to play basketball in real life. I'm not a basketball person. I can bowl. I
should do a bowling. I should do it for my magazine. I did a celebrity with the bowlings every Wednesday.
Ooh,
shit was lit. Ooh. Lit. We had the Jewish owners dudes to buy magnums like it was a club. Like lit. I had to stop because the crowd got younger. So when the crowd got younger, girls were sneaking in guns. One guy was bowling, his hammer fell on the floor. It fell right on the floor while he was bowling. You know what I mean? And I said that. And then, after that, I had secret security in there. Guys, we knocked him out. They knocked him out, and Greg hit him in the head with a bowling ball. I come out of nowhere, grab the ball out the nigga hand. I grab the ball in his hand. Like, yo, you fucking crazy. Oh, the dude jumps up with his gun out. I'm like, yo, no, it's me. Everybody in the ball line running. I'm like, yo, put that, And I said to myself, I can't do this shit.
Yeah, no.
These niggas don't know how to act. They don't know how to have a good time.
And that's another thing too. Like, why are you gonna go out somewhere and like expect that to happen? Like, you want that to happen. Not you specifically, but people will go into the club just to get into a fight, or they got $200 shoes on, they got stepped on, or like it's something so simple but yet so stupid that either, like you said, either get you down in the dirt or in the jail. Like, why?
Listen, join the UFC, man. Go box.
Yeah.
Take your anger out on that bag. Go try your luck, man. Go fight.
Yeah.
Don't come fuck you. You in the club. You ever been in a club and you having a great time?
Mm-hmm.
Motherfuckers just do some dumb shit and fuck the
Mm-hmm.
club up.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, yo, we having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you come to the club for.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I don't dance. I don't do all that. You know what I mean?
You two-step?
I two-step. I'm rock. You know what I'm saying? But I be having people. We good. We having a good time. Nobody want to. Yo, man. I hate being in jail. Yo, it's just like, you know, dudes will put you in position to go back.
Right.
Like, just to sit in that bullpen and they processing you, fingerprinting you, this dumb shit.
Right.
Like, I hate that shit.
Yeah.
Because you captured me, now you got me. What you want to do with me?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I lived that shit. My milk used to be in my toilet bowl to stay fresh. You know what I'm saying? In my cell, I used to keep my milk and my juices in the toilet. You know what I mean? In the water, because the water was cold.
Right.
So I keep it in the water. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that's foul.
Yeah.
You know, I took the iron used to make grilled cheese with the iron. Like,
It's a lot of tricks and trade in there.
on.
It's a lot of talented individuals in there as well.
my man in South Carolina right now, he got life, right? And he called me yesterday and he had said, I said, yo, what you gonna eat today? And he said, yo, I got the beef sticks, I'm chopping them up, I'm putting them in some noodles with some cheese and some tuna fish. And I said, damn, bro, that sounds good. Because I said to him, some of my best meals was in prison. Because I cook now, you know what I mean? So in prison, I didn't go to mess hall. I'll get my food. And I just know how to whip it up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And before, matter of fact, when I was in the Queen's house, I'll never forget the story. I'm going to tell you this story. I was in the Queen's house, and Michael Jordan was playing the playoffs, and they were serving lasagna. So it's like it's the A side, the B side. It's all cells, but they don't have no mess hall, just floors. So they serve the food. You gotta come to the gate and hand your food. So I said I'm gonna work the line. So I worked the line. So I stole a pan of lasagna.
A pan?
A whole fucking pan. So it's a city.
Right.
So they got counted for all the inmates for the service of food. But I don't know all that count shit. Yeah, I saw a whole big pan of lasagna. So like 30 niggas ain't eat. Right? So they go to the police like, yo, we ain't eat.
Right.
So lady, Miss Peace, I don't forget her name. She said, what you mean you didn't eat? She said, yo, there's no food left. They're like, no, what you mean no food left? The numbers added up. So somebody's told on me. Right? So the motherfucker, so the lady called me and said, Antney, come to the gate. I come to the gate. She said, where's the lasagna at? Right? So I said, I ate it. So she said, where's that pan lasagna at?
Uh-oh.
I said, what pan? I don't know what you're talking about. She said, you know what, you bum ass nigga, keep it. Like that. So I'm just getting in jail, I'm on my drug shit, I'm getting money. I'm like, what? So I told my man, I said, go to my cell, get that lobster out. Yo, he came to my cell, because I just got a lobster in. I had a big ass lobster. I said, bitch, I eat lobsters in here.
Ooh.
Yo, that bell whistle, that bitch, get this nigga out of here. How the fuck you got a lobster there? Them claws.
He was like, don't play me, son.
Yeah,
Don't play me.
those are my niggas to eat. We gonna join watching Jordan, you know what I mean? We gonna cut the lasagna up. I'm gonna put some lobster meat in there. We gonna fuck that shit up.
Who the fuck I am?
Yeah. Bitch gonna call me a bum. I'm like, bitch, go check my books. Like you called me a bum? What? Man, bitch is crazy.
Oh my god,
Yo,
that's amazing.
I'm like, this bitch is crazy. Like, yo, you find out so much shit in jail. Jail is, like my man Kim, right? He had, I was going to court, and I came back from court. He said, yo, I got niggas washing our shit. I said, what you mean when they got washing our shit? He said, he washing your drawers, your t-shirts, all that. He washing all that shit right now. I said, where? He in the thing, the washroom. So I go on the catwalk, I go across, and he's not a dude, he's a dude, but he's not a dude.
Right, okay.
I said, yo, dog, go get my shit back, dog. I'm like, You ain't got no real nigga doing it. Like you got one of them niggas doing it. Get your real nigga to do that. You know what I mean? Niggas don't try to prove themselves in jail. Like you got nigga, that ain't nothing. Nigga, get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god. Said a real nigga. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ugh, let's bring it back. We are at 53 after. So I'm gonna do a thing called top 5, and then we're gonna do a wind down. Shout outs, so on and so forth. I normally do my top 5 based on the interviewee that I have. So this is catered specifically for you. So here we go. Top 5 hoods in the world.
Top 5 hoods in the world?
That you've been to. Because everybody has a hood. So
oh yeah. Well shit, South Jamaica, Queens. Compton. The Bluff in Atlanta. Green and Green in Chicago. Oh, hold up a minute. In Oakland. I forgot the fuck in Oakland.
Okay. Top 5 people you would vouch for.
Wow. My mother. DMX. Russell Simmons. Rashidi Harper. Big U.
Shout out to Big U. Top 5 characteristics of loyalty.
Your eyes.
Yeah.
Your hug. What you do in trying times. How you take care of your kids. Because that's going to determine how loyal you could be to me.
I got one more.
I know. You said loyalty, right?
Yeah.
Say the question to me again.
It says top 5 characteristics of loyalty.
Oh. Shoot. Your patience.
Yeah. I literally just posted something about patience yesterday.
Yeah.
I said shout out to all the men that have patience.
Yeah. But my email told me, he said, every man can have patience, but it's what you do while you having that patience. Because we have patience, but we could be doing something that ain't right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
With that patience.
Okay. Top 5 artists' lives you've changed.
In what way? Because, some of them is, already made it. They multi-millionaires. I know I changed, I put a wedge in their life. Like, you know what I'm saying? I touched their life.
Well, yeah.
Some of them ain't make it, but, I had 2 artists that I worked with, Tiki Diamonds and Ronaldo Blaine, who I signed to Def Jam. You know what I mean? I know I changed their life.
Okay. So that would be considered one group.
Yeah, I know I changed their life. LL Cool J.
Okay. Because you call him the GOAT.
I call him the GOAT.
I saw that on Drake Champ. I love Drake Champ.
Yeah, that's what Nori might do.
And you got a little bit tipsy.
No, I'm going to tell you why. You're going to get it. My sister, she goes. So I told Big U, I said, yo, dog, I'm getting drunk. Dev gonna take over the show. Any question we got, she took it.
Facts,
you know what I mean? You've seen it.
Yeah.
So I say, fuck that. I'm getting drunk.
I'm enjoying myself.
I'm enjoying myself. I'm in Miami. Yo, 50 sent me 2 cases of that great champagne in that cognac, Branson. You know what I mean? I said, man, I'm drinking this shit. what a better place to drink it at? Drink Champs.
Facts.
So I said, fuck that. I'm gonna drink it there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That whole show was dope.
Yeah, no, we went crazy on there.
Yeah.
So what's the question again?
It was top 5 artists' lives you've changed.
Okay. Cool. I mean, I'm gonna say Slick Rick, that artist storytelling album I did. You know what I mean? Brought him back. Like people, you know, they betted on them. They won. You know what I mean? And I brought him back artist storytelling.
I didn't know you.
Yeah, I was executive producer. I did all that. You know what I mean?
That's wow. You learn something because you get. Right now, we're getting the other side because you know everybody has a side to this thing called entertainment, and so the things that you've already seen, you don't see the people that are behind the scenes or that are a friend of.
But you gotta understand this. So Hollywood is that the people that's on the front of the scene, they're never gonna tell you what's behind the curtain, because if they tell you what's behind that curtain, and you dig deep into that person that's behind that curtain, like just what you just said, he the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's nothing against them because they talented and God gifted them, but God gifted us too, and we got different ways of doing shit.
It's different parts of a train, y'all know that.
That's right.
Different parts of
I
a
like
train.
that. I like that. Different part of a train. And then you could be a conductor, or you could be in the back
you
of the
could
train.
be putting the coals in that bitch.
That's right.
Keep that fire going.
That's right.
Yeah, you could be the people bringing people on. Take your ticket here. Let me take your ticket. You know.
That's a
There's
fact.
so many aspects to it.
That's
wow, I just surprised myself with that.
Yeah. See, I'm A&R, so I'm A&R you right now. So now
Exactly.
I set you up. See, you can't know
you did.
Yeah, come on, throw that shit down. So Hollywood, throw it
I
down.
know that's right.
What my boy Bill Walton, he said, throw it down, big fella, throw it down. I like to hear him talk. You know, UCLA games, he said, throw it down, big
Throw
fella.
it down.
Throw it down, so Hollywood.
Oh man, but we are coming to a close.
Oh man.
I really appreciate. It's an hour, but it's dope as fuck. But I do have to ask you this one last question, and then we're going to get to the shout outs and so on and so forth. It's the question of the day. What bothers you about the industry? Why, and what would be your solution to fixing it?
Well, what bothers me about the industry is that, you know, there's no unity no more. You know what I'm saying? And you know, guys gotta understand that we changed the game. We got the game now. You know what I'm saying? We got the game now. Let's not fight amongst each other. Let's build a coalition and come together, and everybody gonna get some money. Everybody gonna get paid. From the little guys to the big guys.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I say to all these guys out here. Okay, you got a billion, well, okay, cool. But what as good as you having a billion, he got a billion, and this is still starving. And the game is still fucked up. That where you made your money off of. How can you go to bed at night? You know what I'm saying? Like, I should go to bed at night. I want to change my block. You know what I mean? I don't like seeing Ms. Winston can't get paid for her meds. Or Ms. Johnson can't buy her Bible. Or something like that. I'm going to buy it for her. You know what I'm saying? I want to change it. Let's change the whole narrative that we can't be businessmen. We can't.
He does engineering.
That's good.
So we have an understanding. And like I said before, like a month ago, I literally just sat down and I cried out to him and cried out about everything that was going on. And like I said, everything just literally lifted off of me. And I'm just like, I'm here.
That's good.
You know, so the light is definitely not dim.
Yeah.
And it's definitely pushing forward because I see bigger and better things with this
course.
podcast. And
Of
not
course.
just the podcast, but with me as a human.
As a person, yeah, as a person. But
Yeah.
the podcast business is real good.
Yeah.
They be telling me to do a podcast, but I don't have it for the podcast. I like to be on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I can't, you know, this ain't in me because my history is so long.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's just so long. And I'll be here all day. I'll be, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
right.
it's different.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? And, you know, your show, it's a great show.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? It's a great show. And I can tell, you know, through my presence, you give
Like
back.
everything is handmade. Like I literally made.
That's what's so dope about it. That's what's so, I don't know who your creative is, who you pray to, whatever. You know what I mean? And it's like he sees that. She wants that. You know what I'm saying? So don't stop. Don't let nobody tell you can't do it. Or, you know, whatever. I don't care. I don't pillow talk or none of that. This is you. Self-preservation. You fly on the plane, what they tell you? They say when that mask come down, save yourself first.
Right.
Then save the person next to you. So you gotta save yourself. You know what I mean?
Appreciate
Do what you gotta do.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, do what you gotta do. Go. Don't let nobody, I don't give a fuck. You got one guest a year. Make that motherfucker the best guest ever. And do it. You know what I'm saying?
This is the absolute confirmation for me. This interview is solidified, like everything that I've worked up. Because I've been in the industry since like 2001 or more, so to speak. I've modeled, I've done camera. I could go on, but that's a conversation to have off the camera. I mean, off here, but I've done a lot, and so I finally found myself, and I really appreciate you for even, you know, being a part of this journey.
Yes. I mean, it's handpicked from our creator. It ain't like it's like it's handpicked. I can't tell you I'm here because of me, because everything is written.
Right.
We've written, you know, and certain things like today's world, right? You doing a podcast, like certain things, like I treat things like I'm hustling, like I'm back in the streets.
Right.
Like I will find me a bum, and I sit his ass right here, and I ask him questions. That shit gonna go viral. That's the world we're living in.
Right.
You feel me? It's sad, but that's the world we're living in. I'll put a bum right here and ask a nigga crazy questions. Like, yo, how the fuck did you get to that level?
Right.
People's gonna watch.
Right.
And watch more than this interview.
Right.
They're gonna love that because they like to see us down. And it's fucking bad.
It is.
It's fucking bad. But it's the business you in, you gotta, like they say, when you're in Rome, do as the Romans. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Then you can switch up and give them the knowledge, and then you can do your thing.
Facts.
But you gotta beat all these motherfuckers out, because there's a lot of them with podcasts.
It is.
You know what I mean? You gotta beat them out. You gotta beat them out.
I appreciate it. But that was wonderful knowledge from Benny. Did you want to give any shout outs or?
I want to give a shout out to, you know, X's family.
Yes.
You know, trying times to his kids, to my boy D, my boy Y, the whole Rough Riders, Swiss, you know what I mean? Good guys, you know what I mean? I want to shout out my family, you know, my family, my children, my partners, the whole FX, the whole Hulu, you know, Malcolm Spellman, Rashidi, Robbie, Big U, Dab, haitianjack, Trick, my moms, my brothers and sisters, like my homies that came down with me, you know, they ride me through whatever. Those are my guys. You know what I mean? It's also a teaching experience, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you gotta, you know, Michael Jordan was groomed from his mother and father. He became Michael Jordan through them. People think he came him through basketball, but he came Michael Jordan through his mother and father, teaching. You know what I'm saying? And we all have to learn that. Howard Stearns came from somewhere. We don't know where he came from.
Right.
But somebody taught that man. You feel me?
Right.
Somebody taught him. And there's nothing wrong with lessons. We gotta know our lessons and pay attention. Or else you be a regular, normal person running around here.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
I want to shout Virginia out. You know what I'm saying?
Virginia.
I fuck with Virginia. I want to shout Virginia out. You know what I'm saying? I love this state, for real. You know what I mean? I don't fuck with it because them police ain't no joke, man.
Oh yeah, no, Commonwealth, yeah, nah.
I'm scared. Yeah, I'm tell you something. I'm gonna go off course. Like my coach, right? He got me to junior college, right? I was to play ball at junior college and then go to Georgia Tech, right? I went to junior college in Texas. Texas is like Virginia. They said, yo, they got the death penalty down here, all type of shit.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, I'm gonna do some dumb shit and I'm gonna be on death row. I got the fuck out of school. I left. I left. I said, I'm out of here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I said, I'm gone. Cause these motherfuckers gonna kill me, strap me up. I'm like, nah. I said, I'm out of here. You know what I mean? It's just the mentality we have, man. That's just fucked up. That, you know, as you get older, you learn, like, that's not the way. You know what I'm saying? That's not the way. You know what I mean? Each one teach one. You know what I mean? I learned that from my uncles.
Yeah.
Each one teach one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You fall, I pick you up. I fall, pick me up. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no I and me. It ain't us, nigga. It's us.
It's we.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
I appreciate it. And Instagram, what's your Instagram?
It's Bimmy 118 Street. That's BIMMY 118 Street. 118 Street is my block. Where Supreme gave me that block. That's my first block that I ran. 18th Street, we call it, in Queens on the south side. And that's where I made my mark at. You know what I'm saying? I love that block. That's my block. I go there to this day. Houses small. Like, the crazy shit is, like, the houses are so fucking small on that block. Like, they attached together, they fucked up. When I went to Whitney House, Bobby Chris' house was one size, her playhouse was size one of them houses.
Oh, wow.
So I told my man, I said, yo, Bobby Chris' house is your house. That's her playhouse in Whitney's crib in Jersey. And I was like, wow. When I seen her house, her playhouse in the yard, the size of my man's house. So I was like, this industry is real. You got a playhouse the size of niggas' real houses. Niggas have a Sunday dinner in their crib, and you got a little kid house the size of their house. Come on, man, let's get together, man. Let's do what we gotta do.
And shout out to VA again. And
shout out to VA.
Shout out to Hip Hop Uncovered. If you haven't watched it, oh my God, y'all are way behind. This is like the other side of what we really need to see, because we see the forefront, but we don't see the people behind them.
No.
And you guys, like that whole situation, I gotta have all y'all up here so y'all can really get,
you know what's crazy?
in there.
Just because you got a pair of Jordans on, don't make you Jordan.
Facts.
You gotta do the work. You gotta put the work in.
Facts.
So we put the work in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they see it. We put the work in. And all of us together is something different.
And this is what the culture needed, because
I was told that.
You guys are technically OGs, and not a lot of OGs are stepping forward to present this information.
Yes.
And so it's kind of like you're taking back the streets, so to speak, or you're taking back, hey, I'm about to teach y'all or school y'all or learn y'all something. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I need for y'all to know where y'all came from, not just us. Where y'all came from. Because if this thing called entertainment wasn't here, or if we wasn't participating in this thing called entertainment, it would not be.
Not be. If you look at it, like for instance, if you look at I think episode 5. When they jumped Samoans, they jumped Big U.
I saw that.
They beat him up and all that.
He was like, I did good.
Yeah, he
for 15 niggas.
He could have came back and did his thing.
Oh yeah.
No, he took it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These guys, jump. I'm gonna get this gun.
Right.
and you want to kill a little 7-year-old or something. Like the dumb nigga, take that ass whooping.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I told on one of my interviews, like not my first fight, one of my fights, dude, a little bit older than me, not older than me, I ain't gonna say that. He whipped my ass. I couldn't beat him. Like, he had my, in White Castles, I'll never forget it, he had my head between the table and the chair, just busting my ass. And I'm looking at people, like everybody standing around. I'm like, yo, break this shit up.
Right.
I'm like, break this shit up. This nigga's kicking my ass. And, yo, people won't even break it up. Like I'm like, yo, these niggas, this nigga, yo, I ain't gonna front. This nigga whipped me out. And I said to myself, I can never get that position again for a nigga to fuck me up.
No.
And then my brother always said to me. Because it might be
your last.
Yeah, that's right. My brother always said to me, he said, yo, man, you know how to fight. I said, I experienced that shit, dog. Nigga, like, me and my nephew, Walker's brother Quam, me, him, my other brother, we went to this block. And they always got gloves out in the summertime. And they didn't want to fight me. I said, all right, cool. So it was this dude nephew. So me and him was fighting, he was a younger nigga. So me and him was fighting, and I knocked him out. So the nigga was saying, if nigga knock my nephew out, fuck my nephew, I'm fucking him up. So I said, all right, cool. So now he want to fight. I said, all right, cool, I'm going to fight him. So now me and him fighting. Tore him up on the car. They had to stop. I didn't knock him out, but they stopped the fight. I was rocking him. Right?
Right.
I'm going to beat your whole family, right? So I'm going to go back to Bobby with security, right? They know I hustle. So anytime I come down, I always got money. So somebody stole my money out of my house. So Bobby mom's, God bless her dead, Ms. Brown, she said, she pulled me and Bobby in the office. And she said, I know who stole the money. So me and Bobby like, who? And she said, Ernest. Now Ernest is the head of security. So I'm like, Ernest, right? So Bobby hit the window, boom, cut his hand. I'm like, so I went outside looking for Ernest. So now Ernest, he's out there. So my man Didi with me, right, from New York. So we in Atlanta though. So Ernest right there. So I see Ernest. I ain't asking no questions, no nothing. I just start dropping them. Boom, right? So everybody got mad at me. Then the other security came. I dropped the other security. So everybody got mad at me, like, why you do that? Like, well, I said, nigga stole my money. He said, you don't know that though. I said, Ma, heard him on the thing, he give me a ticket, I gotta get out of here.
But I appreciate everything, because I know you gotta get on the run.
Come on,
man, we could do this all day.